when you were watching that movie on Sunday that here we'd be Wednesday.
Right.
Well, our granddaughter, Paul's daughter, called a couple months ago, and she said, in case some guy wants to come and interview you, don't be surprised.
I'm the guy. I've arrived.
It's Kelly Groves, you know her?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, that's Paul, his daughter.
I'll be darned. How did one... You lived in Busti at the time when you were racing? What did you know about the McNitts and racing?
Oh, I knew them from going to the dances down to Wrightsville, but, you know, and I knew quite a lot of the guys.
Red worked for you.
Well, later he worked for me.
Yeah. And did the word get out among the guys in the area about that there was a racetrack being created?
Well, yeah, I guess so. We just took the old jalopy up there one day, towed it up.
What year was this? Do you remember when you started this? Around 1956? Does that?
About 56, I'd say. I can't remember. Just
that one trophy is 55, ain't it? One
I don't.
The one I got's 57.
Yeah.
57, 50 lap champion.
Yeah, the Roller Bowl started in 56. So.
56.
Yeah. Were you there at the beginning, right at the...
No, not the real beginning I wasn't there, but sooner or later I was in on it.
You had quite a bit of success there. What kind of car did you ride?
An old Chevy Coupe, 40 Chevy Coupe.
Is that right?
Yeah.
Did you have a number? What was your number?
I think it was 6.
Number 6?
I'm pretty sure it was number 6.
Was there any reason for that number 6? Or?
No, I just put it on there.
And we've got pretty good statistics as to all of the races that we're at, and we've got you racing as early as in August of 1956. Actually finishing 3rd in a race there. And you were racing against some interesting guys like Jim Scott and Leroy James and Fred Eggleston. And
yep.
among the racers that you had, was there anybody who was sort of a little bit tougher than normal? The guy they had built a little reputation?
Well, the James boys, they kind of had things under control there for a while.
Right.
Not too bad, but they done pretty good there.
What did they pay you?
Oh, not much. I forget. I forget what the hell they did pay me. I've heard them mention $35 for a feature, or for a big feature. What that one trophy you got, they didn't put any writing on it, but it was 57.
57, 50 lap championship race.
Well, here I tell you what. Here's what I've got, and I got for you, is I've got some I got some news articles, and here's one of it's October. It's October 1st, 1957. Ray Groves of Busti won the 50-lap feature, which climaxed yesterday's card after finishing 2nd in the 25-lapper, which opened it and capping the first heat. You beat out You beat out Walt James in the race, and that's probably with the trophy that you got.
Yeah.
And then there was the first one, and again, I'm going to leave this with you. Groves winner on Rollerball Oval before 500. This is on May 13th, 1957. Opportunist Ray Groves nudged out of victories in preliminary runs, capitalized on a break to bag Rollerball Jalopy Track's 25-lap feature before 500 Sunday afternoon. Now listen to what they say about you. The Busti jockey took over the lead after Lakewood's Don James had held it for 12 laps. The latter rolling over after attempting to increase his first place position. Groves and local boy Bunk Ecker battled it the remaining distance, and you were the winner. Do you remember any of this?
Oh, faintly. Faintly.
Yeah. Well, you won some races,
Yeah.
and here's another one that's here. Rollable plans for 1958. Talk about Ray Groves of Bustide led yesterday's 50-lap trophy feature until the last 100 feet. Running on a flat tire as he had for the previous 8 circuits, he gave way to Watts Flats' Fred Eggleston. Do you remember leading? This was the last race of the season. You ran out of tire. Then the next year, Bustide driver feature winner, taking the lead on the 5th lap. Bustide's Ray Grove set a never-headed pace to a Rollables 25-lap victory. They talked about a guy named Don Burrill of Bear Lake was taken to the Jamestown General Hospital where he was treated for a lacerated chin. Then the final article that I've got, Whitehead wins at Rollable. Johnny Whitehead and Ray Groves staged a neck-and-neck battle for the honors in the feature at Rollable Sunday. Whitehead took control in the 4th lap and finished first, with Groves right on his bumper at the finish. Guys like Whitehead, were they tough?
Well, pretty tough, all right.
Yeah.
Pretty tough. Oh, Johnny was, yeah.
Who were some of the other race guys that you had?
Don Little. Now, he wasn't up there, but he was one that raced pretty good.
Right.
Brother Jimmy.
Well, he didn't race too much, though. I don't know how he...
Chet ever raced?
Chet raced, Chet Loomis.
Okay, yeah.
Yep. We raced over here to Skyline, too, compared to the Rollable. And Sherman gravel pit, and I only went up to Frewsburg a couple times up there, whatever the name of that one was.
Jack Bike race, huh?
Yeah.
Did they have special events during the races? I'm thinking, we saw a little bit on the movie about running through a firewall.
Yeah, Red McNett, he's the one that run through the fire.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah, he was the one that done that, and I don't know, he done a rollover there, I think, a time or two. But he was the one that really done that.
And I know they talked about the backup race. Were you involved ever in those?
No, I don't think so.
Yeah.
I don't think so.
If you had to kind of just close your eyes and describe a lap, going around that crazy track.
Rough. It was rough. There's no doubt about it.
And what was it like to go through you really went through a stream?
Yeah, that wasn't too bad. I hit a little water now and then. It needed some,
Yeah.
the dust.
Is that what you remember, dust? Was it dust?
Yeah, it got dustier than hell there for a while. And I'd water it and I'd go at it again. Yeah.
Given the fact you had quite a bit of success there, in fact, the person who put together a list of winners there, you're in the top 5 of all-time winners at the Rollable. You probably didn't realize that.
No, hell no. No.
Dick Pangborn.
Yep, I remember him well.
Yeah.
His Blinky's Blinky was a mechanic for him. He was a good guy.
What about, you talked about Don Little. Didn't Don have a brother too, Glenn Little?
Yep.
What kind of driver was he?
I don't think he drove too much, but Don drove quite a little bit.
Do you remember Skip Furlow?
Oh, yes, really. Yeah, I remember him great.
He was a pretty young kid when he was driving.
Yeah. he's telling about coming walking. He lived in Watts Flats and walking up there on crutches. He crushed his pelvis or something, and he come up there on crutches. Time or two, I guess. When he said he's 15 years old.
Yeah. How did you get there? How did you get your car there?
Towed it.
You towed it.
Most of the way. Yeah. Either tow it or drive it.
So you drove think about it. I guess you had a number on your car, and sometimes you actually got on the highway and just drove it there, right?
Well, most of the time we towed it.
Yeah.
Had a chain running between us anyway.
Was there normally a pretty good crowd?
Yeah, they always had, I don't know, seemed like a couple hundred there. I don't know.
Right.
The bank was all full of people.
Yeah.
I know that.
Did you take your family there to watch you?
Well, I didn't take them, but they come and watched me.
Did you have it's kind of a funny question, but was there a pit crew, or was it just sort of you and...
Me and Don Daglish. He was my mechanic for quite a while. And old Charlie Bacon, he was another one that showed up there.
Did he help other people, or was he just working with you, Charlie?
Well, he helped everybody.
Yeah.
He was a pretty good old boy. And
with all the cars on the track and all that bumping and grinding, I mean, you can't help small track, a lot of cars. Do you recall any times where the drivers got a little heated in the pits?
I don't know. Well, only one deal I seen that was, I can't remember his name. Messenger, I think his name was. He was a guy with a crippled hand. He done something to the James boys. Mm-hmm. And the last I seen him, he was chasing them up through the woods. I don't think I ever caught him, but I never heard it. I don't think I caught him, but he was heading home, I'll tell you that.
You were there that day when that...
Yep, I was there that day, and I don't know what the hell he done to make him mad, but he must have done something pretty bad. They took off after him.
They were mentioning in the movie about a guy named Bill Ireland.
Yep, I remember him.
What was he like?
He was an odd guy. Yeah. That's all I can say. Yeah. He lived just up the street from the racetrack.
Did he?
Yeah.
On Swede Road.
He lived go up above there in the hill higher. He lived in that first big house there. Yeah. He was the kind of guy. Old Bill was.
They told the story that one day during a demolition he took his wife's car out on the track. Were you there for that?
I don't remember that.
Yeah.
He probably did.
Red McNitt and those guys talk about, I mean, there was this regular car. Took his wife's car out there, wanted to win a couple bucks, and of course everybody smashed it.
Yeah, I don't remember it, but he probably did.
If I had to say to Ray Groves, and you were to say to me, Greg, the funniest thing I ever saw at the Rollable track was, what would you say?
I really don't. I don't know. There's got a lot of them, different things. I don't remember the good ones,
Well, there's some bad ones?
No. Not too bad, I don't think.
Did you ever find yourself making money in the deal?
Not that I ever know of. Get enough when we had to buy gas. We was there every week anyway.
Well, it sounds like you were there once you got started, you were there most every week.
Oh, yeah. Every week.
What was the draw? Did you have any sense of going to Stateline or anything like that?
Oh, we went We raced it. They had a jalopy race at Stateline too.
Mhm.
We'd go there after over here Skyline closed. We raced at Skyline and Stateline too. They had it was on Saturday night, and then Sunday we'd go up to the Rollerball.
Where was Skyline?
Right over here. You turn off the Page Hollow Road, you turn to the left the other way, and that's just a little ways over there.
When you turned off the blacktop to come on this road, you could turn to the left half a mile down the road.
Oh, is that right? Is there anything there, or is it?
Just
No, nothing there,
nothing
no.
there, but if you knew where it is, you can.
The outhouse
You can
is
still see
there,
the-
isn't it?
No, I don't think so.
Out.
Yeah.
You know
The oval?
the form of it.
Yeah. Last year we went to the Rollerball, and it's all grown in.
Yeah,
But they cleaned it out, the track, so the guys could walk down into the track and walk around it, and that was kind of fun. Hopefully they'll add. We did some videos of that, and they'll add that when they do the final, DVD. In the 1959, the McNitts, Howard and Don and Red, sort of gave up. Did they let you know that they were sort of suspending racing?
I don't know why they let her give up. I don't know.
Yeah.
They getting a good crowd and everything. I never asked Don how come he quit.
Then Dick Pangborn and Blinky
Yep.
started it up, tried it again. In 1960, you went to a couple of those races. Do you remember much about that last year?
Not too much.
Mm-hmm.
I don't remember that too much.
Yeah.
I'm sure I was there, but I don't know.
Did you get a sense of the competition from Stateline that was really difficult on the other track owners? Or not? Is that just another place to race?
Well, they had jalopies, and they put us in and let us race, and then went on with their regular races. And later, I run up a Stateline.
Oh, did you?
Yeah.
What did you run? Late model car?
Yeah.
Really?
You run
Mhm.
both.
Yeah.
You run Sportsman and Jalopies and late model.
We called them jalopies at that time.
So did you
But-
too, Paul?
But that was called Sportsman's at the time.
Jalopy.
Jalopies,
Jalopies,
yeah.
Were you when you were at Stateline? Who was the big names at Stateline at the time you were racing?
Oh, God, there's a lot of them.
One from Erie,
Jim,
Tom Dill, and
Jim Scott.
Jim Scott, and of course
Blackmore.
Ronnie Blackmere and Bob Snars and
Was Layfield still alive?
Layfield. He got killed down to Smithport, I think. He got killed up to Buffalo. A rock come through the side of his car and hit him right there and done him in.
Yeah.
Just a freak accident,
Was there anything at the track? Do you recall any memorial? When did they wear black armbands or have a moment of silence at the track?
I don't think so. I never went up there, up to Buffalo.
Okay, but so he was just racing at Buffalo at the time, and was he deemed to be sort of the best of the Stateline drivers at the time?
I would say so, yeah. And Emery Mann, of course, he was a good driver. There was quite a few.
Oh, Marv.
Marv, he drove up there.
Oh yeah. He's still alive, isn't he?
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Was he one of the owners at?
He
Yep,
was one of the original ones.
Was he? Where's he live?
He lives in
Seneca,
now.
down below
by
Oil City.
Okay.
On the outskirts of Oil City.
Okay. Interesting. Would you make any money at Stateline?
Well, yeah, we got $50 for showing up with our cars.
Right.
We won a little bit, a heat or so once in a while.
Yeah.
I never won a feature up there, but it was a lot of fun. That's all I can say. A lot of fun.
How long did you race to?
I forget when the hell I did quit.
Your last late model was a 61 Chevy,
Yeah,
but it wasn't new.
Yeah, but that's about the time frame.
yeah.
So what made you turn in your helmet and your driving gloves?
I don't really know. When I raced at Stateline, I took out of the lights up there.
Right.
And somebody had a pole, and I put on my spurs and go up and change the light bulbs. And
Oh, so they're working you.
yeah,
Also at Erie's.
in the Erie's too.
Yeah.
That was a pretty good job.
Yeah.
The only reason they done it, the hunters hunting season, they'd good target, they'd shoot the lights out, you
Oh,
know.
Sure.
And that's the reason they put them down and took them up,
Yep.
or put them up and took them down.
But what got you into racing at all? I don't think I even asked the question. Is what caused you to say I want to go racing?
I don't know. I don't know.
Did your friends do it? Were you interested in cars?
Well, must have been a little bit.
Yeah.
Must have been a little bit.
Was Rollerball your first racing experience?
No, we raced down to Wrightsville.
Ah.
Dunkels.
My friend's junkyard.
Well, that was one of them. I never raced there only a couple times across the road on Dunkels, right across from the booze joint there. Cabins in the Pines. It was so damn dusty there. That was awful. But they raced there, I don't know, one summer, I guess that's all we raced there.
But you won a backup race there, I remember that.
A backup?
Mm-hmm.
Go backwards?
Yeah,
Oh. How did that work?
just go backwards.
Was it like 2 laps, 3 laps? I mean, was it?
I forget,
His,
probably.
his sister says, my God, he can go as fast backwards as he can frontwards.
Well, that's interesting. Going back to Rollerball for a second, did you find that the water was a problem? You got both ends of the track. You had water going through. You had it going through a creek.
I didn't find it problem with me.
Yeah.
Yes, a little bit once in a while, but not too bad.
Did the drivers complain?
No, I don't think they could complain because they knew it was there. You know,
That's very true. No surprise.
no sense of complaining.
What happened at the end of the races? What did you guys do? Did you all go home, or did you kind of sit around the track and have a hot dog and a beer?
We packed up one big tree and got a beer.
Is that where you went? Did the racers go there?
A lot of them.
Yeah.
A lot of them.
Yeah.
Yeah, I had a pretty good time there.
So Ray, aside from racing, what did you do for a living?
Well, I worked for tree companies back at that time.
Mm-hmm.
I worked at Oswald Tree Company. I worked for my brother in the area in 48 and 9.
Mm-hmm.
And then I got on my own down here for Niagara Mohawk.
Mhm.
And I worked for Davy Tree Company. They put their bids out, and the outfit that got the bid, I'd just go with them. I done that 3 different times.
Mm-hmm.
And while I lived in Bustye. And then in 62 or 3, I went ironworking.
Okay.
And I retired from ironworking.
Did you have to travel much?
Not too much. I went down to the Kinzo Dam. I got a pretty good job there.
Right.
Lasted for about 3 years off and on. That was a good job. And otherwise, they're right around Erie and Corey and Meadville, and that's about in Jamestown.
You worked on 17, didn't you? On the-
Yeah, I worked on 17 on them bridges, and
Was this always been home for you, this area?
yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
When did you move out here?
40-some years ago.
Okay.
She'll tell you.
63.
63.
Yeah.
So what question haven't I asked you about rollerball?
I can't tell you.
Because I'm now going to put your wife on the spot. I'm going to interview your wife about rollerball because she clearly was a veteran.
Yeah.
So if I could, I'm going to turn this off for a second.
Yeah, yeah.